For more update, please subscribe our Gossip America News YouTube channel and press the bell button. The chandeliers sparkled like diamonds in the plush Beverly Hills restaurant. Pink roses draped the marble-topped tables. But behind the velvet curtains of Villa Rosa, tension was boiling hotter than the espresso machine at Sir. Lisa Vanderpump sat regally on her white tufted sofa. Her Pomeranian Harrison perched in her lap, unbuttered. But Vanderpump's famous calm was nowhere to be seen. The British reality queen, restaurateur, and longtime matriarch of Vanderpump Rules was seething, and this time, the drama wasn't scripted. "I'm absolutely gobsmacked," she said, shaking her head, her posh accent cutting through the air like crystal. "To say I've exploited her. That's utter bullsty, and I've had just about enough of this revisionist history." She didn't say Scheana's name, but she didn't have to. Just 48 hours earlier, Vanderpump Rules star Scheana Shay had ignited a firestorm on her podcast Scheananigans, accusing Lisa of profiting off everyone's pain and using the cast's darkest moments for ratings and relevance. Now, for the first time, Lisa was firing back with a vengeance. The feud didn't begin overnight. In a tearful episode of her podcast, Scheana had unleashed her frustrations, claiming that she and other cast members were often left emotionally raw while producers, including Lisa, reaped the rewards. "We were crying, going through divorces, betrayals, mental breakdowns, and they were rolling cameras," Scheana had said. "I look back now and wonder, did they even care, or was it just good TV?" The comments went viral in seconds, amplified by fan accounts and tabloid headlines. Scheana Shay slams Lisa Van and reality TV's dark side. Exploitation claims Rock Bravo's inner circle. To many, it seemed like a moment of honesty, but to Lisa, it felt like betrayal. She was given a platform, a job, a family, and now she turns around and says, "I exploited her." After everything, Lisa's voice cracked not with weakness, but with fury. "I'm done protecting people who don't appreciate what they've been given." To understand the magnitude of this fallout, one must go back to where it all began, 2013, the very first season of Vanderpump Rules. The show, a spin-off from The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, was Lisa's brainchild, a glimpse into the chaotic lives of waitstaff at her swanky West Hollywood hotspot. Sir Scheana Shay, then a bubbly hostess with dreams of pop stardom and a complicated past involving an affair with a married actor, was one of the first faces viewers saw. She was green, a little naive, but she had spark, Lisa recalled. "I believed in her." Over the next 10 seasons, fans watched Scheana navigate messy friendships, marriages, motherhood, heartbreak, and infamy. From her nasal vocal fry to her cringe-worthy Good as Gold single, she became an icon, polarizing, meme-worthy, and real. But what fans didn't see, Scheana claims, was the toll it took behind the scenes. In her podcast tirade, she said, "There were times I begged for cameras to stop, like during my divorce from Mike Shay, or after my miscarriage. But there were contracts, and Lisa always knew how to keep the machine going." Scheana's camp wasn't silent either. Former co-stars including Kristen Doute and Rachel Raquel Levi's offered their own support in vague Instagram stories. "Funny how the truth always comes out eventually," Kristen posted with a wink emoji. A former VPR producer, speaking anonymously, told Page Mix, "There were moments Scheana broke down on set and said, 'I'm not doing this anymore.' But production kept pushing." Lisa had say over who stayed on the show and who didn't. That kind of power always has consequences. Scheana, meanwhile, insisted on social media that her intention wasn't to villainize Lisa. "I have love and respect for LVP," she wrote on Threads, "but I also have to tell my truth. This show wasn't always sunshine and roses for any of us," but Lisa didn't see it that way. Hours after the podcast aired, Lisa's rep released a terse statement. "Ms. Vanderpump has always provided opportunity and support for those around her. Any suggestion of exploitation is false and deeply hurtful." But behind closed doors, the drama escalated. Multiple sources say Lisa called an emergency meeting with Vanderpump Rules producers and Bravo execs, demanding a response plan. "She was livid. Not just upset, genuinely furious," said one insider. "She's protected that cast for years. This crossed a line." Lisa then took to her personal blog for her to publish a 1,200-word open letter titled, "The Truth Behind the Curtains." She also reminded readers that the show helped launch Scheana's podcast, build her social following, and even fund her wedding. "I gave her wings," Lisa wrote. "If she feels she's flying into a storm now, it's one she summoned herself." Unsurprisingly, Vanderpump Rules fans split into fierce factions. On Reddit and X formerly Twitter, hashtags trended. Hashtag Team Scheana versus hashtag Vanderqueen, Scheana's right. Reality TV does chew people up, wrote one user. Look at what happened to Raquel. They're all human beings, not content. Another posted, Scheana calling it exploitation now is laughable. She's monetized every moment. From miscarriage merch to mommy blogs. Girl, stop. A third added, LVP gave her a platform when no one else would. Have some loyalty. Even Bravo was caught in the crossfire. Insiders say network execs are deeply concerned about the public tension ahead of Vanderpump Rules Season 12, which begins filming this fall. It's messy, but it's also buzz. The question is, do they capitalize on it, or kill the story before it gets worse? Said one source close to the production. With the Season 11 reunion just months behind them, producers had hoped for a calmer off-season. Instead, the feud between Lisa and Scheana has become the unofficial headline for Season 12. Andy Cohen, during a recent Watch What Happens Live, hinted at the drama. Let's just say next season's going to be spicy, a lot of unfiltered emotions. And Lisa has feelings. Fans are already speculating about a potential confrontation on camera between Lisa and Scheana. She won't say it, but she's preparing to go nuclear, said a longtime VPR crew member about Lisa. If Scheana comes for her in Season 12, Lisa's ready to burn it all down. Whether that's figurative or literal remains to be seen. What hurts the most, both women seem to agree, is the collapse of a once strong bond. I thought of her like a daughter, Lisa confessed in a later interview with Daily Read. She sat at my table. I celebrated her wedding. I visited her in the hospital. And now, this. Scheana, for her part, has expressed regret that things have gotten so public. I never wanted to hurt her, she said on a follow-up podcast episode, but I had to say something, because it's been eating at me for years. Still, she offered no retraction. Lisa and Scheana's feud is part of a larger movement happening across Hollywood. Reality TV reckoning. Just months ago, Real Housewives of New York alum Bethany Frankel launched a campaign demanding fair pay, mental health protections, and unionization for reality TV stars. The Lisa Scheana situation is just another symptom, said media analyst Brooke Morgan. Reality stars are realizing the emotional toll and financial gap between them and the producers. The glitter is fading. Indeed, even Bravo is facing internal reviews over how much control cast members truly have when the cameras roll. As summer heats up in Los Angeles, so does speculation. Will Lisa and Scheana mend fences, or will this feud become VPR's defining war? One producer says the drama has already changed the trajectory of Season 12. They were going to focus on new cast dynamics, but now, it's all Lisa versus Scheana. And honestly, we're not mad about it. Meanwhile, Lisa continues to hold court at Villa Rosa, flanked by her swans and sparkling rose, determined to protect her legacy. I didn't build this empire to be torn down by gossip, she said with a fierce gleam in her eyes. I built it with love, hard work, and truth. And that's what I'll defend always. Scheana, meanwhile, remains unapologetically vocal on her podcast, hinting that her story is only beginning. People say I'm being ungrateful, she said in a recent episode, but I'm just being real. And if real makes people uncomfortable, so be it. No matter where your allegiance lies, one thing is clear, the illusion of glamorous reality TV is cracking, and behind it, very real people are stepping out with their truths. Whether those truths will rebuild or ruin the empire Lisa Vanderpump built remains the cliffhanger we're all tuning in for. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe to our Gossip America News YouTube channel for more updated news.